So likewise, I discuss how to differentiate some function, not how to differentiate, actually the standard differentiation of some standard functions. So there are many functions. Okay. There is one important thing I like to discuss with you. If there's a constant function like y is equivalent to 5, y is equivalent to 5. So what would the differentiation of that? The differentiation would be 0. The differentiation of constant is 0. Okay. And there are differentiation of trigonometric function as well. Okay. Which is very important. Say if I say what is the differentiation of uh, sine theta, that would be cos theta. If I ask you what is the differentiation of, say for example, cos theta, so what is the differentiation of this function? So dy by d theta negative sine theta. And what is the differentiation of, I ask you, what is the differentiation of tan theta? So if this is tan theta, so it would be sec square theta. Sec square theta. So these are the different uh, derivatives of different trigonometric functions. Okay. So let's move forward, and I'll tell you some other rules. One is the chain rule. First one is the chain rule. Then I give you product rule. Chain rule. So if there is a function like that, try to understand this. If there is a function like sine x square, so chain rule says the differentiation of this function would be like, first you need to differentiate the first function, which is sine x, sine and x square. So just look for the differentiation of sine theta, which is cos theta. So I would write cos x square. Then this x square is also a function. Okay, actually when we're differentiating sine x na, so first we are differentiating sine x, so that gives cos x, and then we differentiate this. This is also a function, a linear function. Differentiate this x as well, or of course the differentiation of x is 1. So we need to differentiate this. This is also a quadratic function, which would give you 2x. So ultimately the answer of this would be this. Chain rule gives you this thing. Okay. And likewise, if I ask you some more, so second, what is the differentiation of log x square, x cube? So answer would be, if I'm differentiating this, first of all differentiate the first function, that is log. So the differentiation of log is 1 by x, so that would be 1 by x cube. And second is you need to differentiate x cube, that would be 3x square, and ultimately 3 by x is the answer. Okay. Another one, if I ask you what is the differentiation of y e to the power 5x4, so how do you differentiate this? With the chain rule. First of all, the differentiate this function, and that is ex. The differentiation is ex only. The differentiation of ex is ex only. Then the 5 into x to the power 4, and which would be 4 would come forward, and x to the cube. So ultimately 20x cube e to the power 5x power 4. So this is the differentiation. This is the chain rule. Okay. Then there is another rule in differentiation, is the product rule. Product rule. So it is the rule to differentiate the product when two functions are multiplying. Say for example, if I say to you there is a function like this, x sin x. Okay. Now this is not the case of the chain This is not a case of chain rule. Okay, chain rule is one function, and in that function there is another function. But there are, in this case, there are two separate functions, x and sin x. So in that case, how do you go further? What you do here, I'll tell you. So you name it first function and second function. So what do? We differentiate first function first and keep the second function intact, and then we differentiate second function, keep the first function intact. Okay, let's try with this. Okay, y equivalent to differentiate first function. Differentiation of x is 1. Then put the first function like this and differentiate second function. Differentiation of sin x would be cos x. That's it. Okay, so if I give you another example, we'll discuss with another example these things. Okay, it's like y is equivalent to x square log x. So what would be the answer? Dy over dx. First function is x square, so 2x log x. Then put x square like this and differentiate the second function log x with this. So answer is 2x log x plus x. Okay, so this is the answer. So we can do many things. Okay, so product rule is basically like this, and the product rule also works like with the division rule. And division rule, product rule are the same actually. Don't worry about that. Say if I say some function is divided by other function, then okay, I'll give you an example. Let's make if I say sin x divided by x square, so you can convert it into a product rule as well, na? This will be nothing but sin x into x to the power minus 2. Make one positive, make one first function and other as second function. There is nothing to worry about. First function, second function. So though there is a direct formula as well, but the thing is, instead of remembering the formula, work on the basics. Differentiation of the first function, second function intact, then differentiation of the second function. What is the differentiation of this? 2x to the power minus 3, first function intact. That's it. Okay, then there is another thing which is I need to tell you. So the thing is, the differentiation is almost over. Okay, there are problems like I can make. You just need to practice some problems. There is nothing more in differentiation like the basic. See, I told you it. I had told you all the basic stuff regarding the differentiation. Okay, so almost all points we had covered. Basics point with respect to the differentiation. Not I'm saying we had covered all the advanced stuff. There are many things in it, but basic things we had almost covered, and now you are capable enough to use these things in physics. Problems of physics. Okay, now the second is the derivative, that is integration. Integration is nothing more than the antiderivative, just the opposite of differentiation. Okay, you just need to just think. If I am asking the differentiation, if I am asking the integration of something, you just need to think of a term whose differentiation give that term. Okay, we'll talk over it. First of all, what is the integration actually technically means? Actually, integration gives the area under the curve. With respect to the integration, if I'm saying I'm integrating this, actually if this is y, this is x, these are two variables, and this is the relation between them, the function between them, and this is the curve which defines the functions. So if I'm integrating it from Of course, I need to have limits from there x1 to x2. So actually, what I'm getting the area under this curve from this point to this point. So that is the technical meaning of integration here. Now I'll go with the basics of integration. You need to have just a few knowledge of integration, and the rest, have deep knowledge, deep interaction with integration we are going to encounter in the upcoming chapters, where you would have a better idea why are we actually using integration. Okay, there would be many chapters like center of mass, then rotational dynamics. We are going to use integration to the core. Okay, so let's talk about the basic integration. If I say the integration of for integration, I need an integrand, that is dx over here. If integration of 1, I say, so the integration of 1 is x, and we also use a constant over here. Okay, and if I say integration of x, so it is x squared by 2. So I'll give you another example. If I ask you integration of x cube, it is x to the power 4 divided by 4 plus c. If I ask you integration to x to the power n, so the thing is, I hope you got the idea. I hope you got the feel of the idea. This is a pattern. So the power is increasing by 1. Whatever the power is, if it's 3, then I make it 4, and then divided by the same. Okay, so this is the thing about integration. Okay, and it works like just the antiderivative of differentiation, nothing more than that. You just practice questions, not a lot of questions you need to practice, basic things. Even if you go just through these videos, everything will be sorted out. Just believe me. Don't think that you need to practice every part of mathematics, every point, every question in mathematics. This is not about mathematics actually. So if I say what is the integration of 1 by x dx, so what is it? Log x, actually natural log, ln x plus c. Actually in books you will find ln x, it's natural log, plus c, ln natural log. And if what is the integration of ex, same ex. Tell me one thing, whose differentiation would give you ex only. Whose differentiation would give you 1 by x? Log x. So that's why these are related. Whose differentiation would give you 1 by x? Log x. Okay, so there are various things, and like if I say you what is the integration of sin x? Is negative cos x. What is the integration? We call these sort of the integration as indefinite integration, because we're not specifying the limits. What is the integration of cos x? Sin x plus c. Okay, so integrations of trigonometric functions, ratios are also there, and different. So you just need to go through the basics one. Okay, and the complex and the more things either you will learn in mathematics or I'll teach you slowly. I'm not giving you all the things at once. I'm just giving you the feeling of basic math here, and of course I'm going to give you share with you and explain you the even the depths of those things and how easily we can learn those. Okay, so for the time being this is sufficient. Just revise it. Okay then, bye bye.